At this point, I'm just waiting for Tanya to go back to command and kill Rutersdorf. At some point, finding out that he's the reason why they keep pushing further and further, just go back there and take him out. I mean, technically, it's all like the leadership and everybody. They're all seeing the same thing, that the citizens and whatnot are not liking this. And if we take this deal, it's going to cause a lot of problem for the royal family. They're going to see this idea that we just gave up everything after sacrificing so much and losing so much resources and whatnot. We have to have something in return. If we can't get some sort of reparations or something like that, we're not going to be happy. We finally got this deal. They finally got this deal figured out. They're finally going to have peace. They're going to be able to keep the land they've taken, but we want more. And if we can't get that more, let's go for full-on victory. And that's what Rutersdorf is kind of allowing. Now, there is kind of a side of me that kind of wonders if Rutersdorf is being whispered in the ear by Being X. Is Being X sort of like whispering, saying, yeah, you caused all these problems in the past. It seems to imply the fact that his daughter, her fiance, was lost in the war, and it might have been potentially something that he chose to do. Like, he commanded something, and it caused the death, and so he's trying to, again, not make those sacrifices for nothing. He's got a direct connection to somebody that has been lost in this war, and he doesn't want to just call it quits. He wants to get some sort of payback. And so he's pushing and pushing and pushing. And it could be Being X is whispering in his ear saying, a little bit further, you can get this. You should do this. If you don't, then what was those sacrifices for? You lost that boy. What for? That kind of thing. I think there's a potential of Being X being deeply involved with this whole situation, and it kind of all kind of adds up there. But again, I'm waiting for Tanya to find this out. Go like, damn it. Maybe Zettor is going to tell him. Zettor's going to tell him, hey, there's this guy, Rutersdorf, keeps pushing this whole damn thing. I'm trying to get him to stop. My buddy over there, it's funny because at the end of the last episode, Zettor was like really upset at Rutersdorf. Like, crap, dude, what are you doing? Crap, dude, why are you getting with the heads and pushing this even further? We had a deal right here. Why are you pushing it further? More sacrifices. Even this episode, like, he's getting pissed off. That whole thing there. And then we cut over to this episode, and it literally opens up with him sort of supporting him, because obviously it's going to be the case, right? The command was given. I'm going to support Rutersdorf as we do this. We got to get this done. And it comes out to a positive end there. Like, they made a massive risk there, going all the way into the enemy lines and cutting them off. It's a really successful plan, everything like that, even though it had a massive, like, risk behind it. They pulled it off. And Zettor's like, hey, we did it. Good job. I mean, it was a crazy deal there. And hey, you're probably going to get field marshal. You did a good job, man. I was a little hesitant there, but you pulled it off. Even in the end, it's like, dude, I supported you again, but come on, please stop. You got to stop pushing. You got to stop pushing. You got to stop pushing. I think it really is the idea that was doable. It was a genius plan, but like any further, we all know this is too much. Even Rutersdorf is saying it in the meeting. Yeah, we're going to lose a lot more though. But hey, if you want to lose more, I'll do it. Like, if that's what you want, I'll do it. Again, I get both sides of this whole situation. From the side of like Zettor and Tanya and probably many of the soldiers, it's an aspect of like, we keep doing this, we keep losing lives. We need to stop while we're ahead. We need to stop this and kind of recuperate ourselves. And again, this is like multiple fronts here. We're just like focusing on the Federation right now. We've been a lot of focus in this season has been on the Federation, but there's a lot of other conflicts happening and they're being stretched thin. This is only one section of it. Stop this so we can focus on these and like recuperate ourselves here. This isn't good. So there's one side of it, and the other side, again, I kind of understand the idea of at least the royal family. I mean, as much as I don't like that side of it, it makes sense too, that the people themselves have sort of been, you know, stretched so thin and pushed so far and have lost many of their children and their husbands and whatnot to the war. At this point, we're going to go, you know, hands up. It's done. We're over. We get whatever land we got. And we're going to allow them to be independent. What land that we have of the Federation, we're going to allow to be independent. We're not going to get anything out of this. There could be resources. I don't think they really hinted at the idea they would have resources at that point, but they could have gotten resources, which could be, in a way, reparations. But I don't think they ever implied that there was any sort of... I would think with that agreement, they would have, you know, pointed that out. All land they've gotten include those that have, you know, resources we could have. So I get this side of it, the idea that with that, the royal family is at risk. And Rutersdorf is seemingly feeding into that. Oh, okay, well, this is my chance to do it. It does seem like Rutersdorf, in the end, though, is conflicted. I do like there's a sense there that he is conflicted in a way. He's pushing himself to go, okay, let's do it. Okay, let's do it. All right, you want to do it? Let's do it. I kind of like Zettor, like, the entire time going, stop. Shut up. shut up. We finally got what we wanted. Shut up. Don't say anything. The blood like going everywhere. It's like an obvious sign there that you're just going to be shedding more blood. You're staining the entire room right now of all the lives you're going to be costing right now. All this blood right here is all the people are going to be dying. It was a cool little presentation there and a showing of that conflict. And again, that choice by Rutersdorf in order to do that. But yeah, outside of that whole situation, yes, we had all this stuff around Tanya, which again, I got a kick out of the fact that he's like, dude, we're supposed to have a peace agreement. Why are we still going? It's interesting to see that, yes, technically it is Tanya's genius in the end that spells the victory of what Rutersdorf wanted. There is a sense here that without Tanya, this would have been an epic failure. There's two sides of it. One is, of course, the fact that Tanya had to figure out a way in order to distract while they got in there with the tanks. They went in there with their mages on tanks without using their powers so that they had no attention given to them so they can get in there and attack. So the paratroopers come in. They have like a limited time they're going to survive. They have to get there quickly. They're pretty much pulling all day and all nights trying to travel all the way there. Tanya comes up with this idea in order to get in there without getting caught. They arrive there. Then on top of that, getting the counterattack headquarters. That again was because Tanya was there. Again, everything here is thanks to Tanya. Without Tanya, this probably would have been an epic failure. I do love the scene when they first arrived there, though. Like, obviously acknowledging that these people pulled off something terrifying. Like, they were on edge when they arrived. They probably had no sleep as well. Tanya arrives there with their group. This is a massive relief for them. And they probably would, again, been wiped out within the next day. It's an eventuality that the Federation would have come in there and wiped them out. They're like this little small group on this bridge. But no, when Tanya arrives, they're like, hey, you guys need anything? Yeah, we need ammunition. Okay, cool. We'll get you that for you. We need some water in return. It's right over there. No, that's your water. I like that acknowledgement there of like, no, you achieved something. You claim this. This was yours. You did it. Good job. It's like a rare moment where Tanya like just completely like says the right thing at the right time. That guy's like, that's right. I should take some pictures later on. Like he wants to celebrate the moment. I think it's really the fact that the moment that the paratroopers came there, they had been on edge that entire time and just stressed out and just waiting for the moment they're going to die. Like, they're waiting for the execution basically. Then Tanya's group arrives and Tanya's basically telling them, oh, by the way, you forgot? You achieved something. By the way, you conquered this area. Did you have a moment to celebrate? Celebrate. It's a really cool moment. But yeah, it'll be funny to see Tanya's reaction next episode because again, like we're gonna have the ceasefire. It's all good. Like even talking to this other guy, like, yeah, we got it right. Yeah, everything's good. Let's take some photos. Visha forgot to take off the stupid cap. Visha forgot to take off the cap. What else in this episode? I think that was pretty much it. Again, a lot of it has to do with Rutersdorf and his choices here. That's really going to push things forward. It seems like it's exactly what Loria wants. Mr. Creepy guy over there just desperately wanting his Tanya. I again don't care. Again, I don't care. I mean, it is an important scene because he is acknowledging the fact that, you know, they're having their own problems. They're having their own problems with sort of the public perception, what the public sees in them. That they're allowing them not to have any sort of reparations involved. That was sort of a key thing there. It does sort of lead me to kind of speculate the possibility that they got involved with propaganda. Like they at some point, you know, incorporated their own propaganda into the citizens of, you know, the Empire. There's a possibility there, and that could have led, again, to this whole situation of being pushed forward. Because that's, again, what Loria wants. It seems like he's willing to have his entire country destroyed because he so badly wants Tanya. Good driving force. Anyways, that's my thoughts on the episode overall. Pretty solid episode. A lot of it, again, around Rutersdorf and his move to kind of keep pushing this war with Federation forward. I'll be curious if eventually we'll get more into his sort of mindset, or at least get a little bit more backstory to him. It's doing a good enough job, honestly, with his character and sort of telling the story through his conversation with Zettor and, you know, just basically visual storytelling. The fact that he is, you know, living in his office, he's not going home, his family's not there, they're somewhere else. There's a lot of storytelling that's happening around him without actually going, okay, well, here's an entire episode of his backstory. It is doing well with that, so I do think that it's not necessary, but it'd be cool to get a little bit more. But anyways, that's my thoughts. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Until next time, I'll take care.